After paying $5,000 for my sister's tuition, I came home to find my room empty. Mom said, "Your job is done, get out," and threw a glass at me. I'd worked 6 months of double shifts for that money. Every weekend, every holiday. I'd eaten instant noodles until I was sick of them. Also, my little sister Vanessa could go to her dream college. My parents cried when I offered, called me the good daughter, said they'd pay me back. 3 weeks later, I dragged myself home after a 12-hour shift. I pushed open my bedroom door. Everything was gone. My bed, my desk, my entire childhood erased. In its place, a treadmill, weights, and a yoga mat. Mom, my voice cracked. She appeared in the hallway, completely calm. "Oh good, your stuff's in the garage. Your job is done, Bonnie." "What? You're 26. You should have your own place. We need this room. I just gave you $5,000 3 weeks ago." She shrugged. "And we're grateful, but you're an adult. Time to move out. Right now? Don't be dramatic. Your stuff is packed." My dad came out. "You're old enough to be on your own. We've been more than generous. I've been paying you $500 rent every month for 2 years. Barely enough to cover your food," Mom snapped. Then she grabbed a glass from the hallway table and threw it at me. I ducked. It shattered against the doorframe. A shard caught my arm, drawing blood. "Get your stuff and leave. I'm done with your ungrateful attitude." My dad just stood there, arms crossed. My entire life fit into my car. 26 years in a compact sedan. I spent 3 nights in a motel that smelled like cigarettes, crying until I couldn't breathe. Then a coworker's cousin rented me a basement apartment for $600 a month. My parents didn't call once. Vanessa called to complain about her roommate. When I tried to tell her what happened, she cut me off. "Mom said you were being dramatic. I have to go." 6 weeks later, my phone exploded with calls. Mom, Dad, Vanessa. I finally answered my dad. "Vanessa got expelled," he said. "Academic dishonesty, multiple exams." "Okay, they're not refunding the tuition. That's $5,000 gone. She needs money for new applications. Test prep. You need to help." I actually laughed. "You kicked me out 6 weeks ago. You threw a glass at me. This isn't about you," Mom cut in. "This is about your sister's future. The sister who hung up on me when I was homeless? You weren't homeless. Stop being dramatic. I was living in a motel. That was your choice." My voice went quiet. "No, I'm done." They screamed over each other about family obligations, selfishness, how I was ruining Vanessa's life. "I will never give any of you another cent. Don't contact me again." I blocked them all. Vanessa called from a friend's phone. "How can you do this to me? Everyone makes mistakes. You got expelled for repeated cheating, Vanessa." I was stressed. "You're supposed to be on my side. I was on your side when I gave you $5,000. Where were you when Mom threw me out?" Silence. "Did you even ask my side of the story?" "I was busy with school." "The school you got kicked out of for cheating." I blocked her too. Then something unexpected happened. An elderly woman called. "Is this the ungrateful daughter who abandoned her family?" "Who is this?" "Your grandmother. Your mother's mother." I froze. "I've never heard my mother mention you once in 26 years. Long pause. "What? I didn't know I had a living grandmother until right now." We talked for an hour. Turns out my mother had borrowed money from her parents 30 years ago, refused to pay it back, then cut them off when they asked about it. The exact same pattern. Through Grandma Ruth, I discovered an entire family I'd never known existed. Cousins, aunts, uncles, all kept from me because of my mother's grudge. They welcomed me immediately. Ruth was sharp, funny, and had zero tolerance for my mother's nonsense. "Your mother has always been a taker," she told me. I'd hoped she'd changed. A year later, I got promoted to charge nurse, moved into a real apartment with sunlight, started saving again. My father sent letters from Arizona, apologizing, said he and Mom had separated. I never responded. Ruth passed when I was 29. My mother showed up at the funeral. My uncle intercepted her. "You cut Ruth out. You don't get to show up now." At 32, I bought my own house, hosted game nights and holiday dinners with my chosen family. On my birthday, Vanessa texted, "Your nephews ask about their aunt. Don't you think it's time to let the past go? Life is short." I stared at the message. Life was indeed too short. Too short to waste on people who'd shown me exactly who they were. I blocked the number and went to meet my real family. The people who'd been there when I had nothing. The people who celebrated my wins without asking what was in it for them. That girl who handed over $5,000 with hope, she'd become someone she could actually be proud of, and she'd never take real family for granted again.